9 points for J.R. Smith.
The defense sagged off, and, he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that three.
Now a jumper running. He can go all the way.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Yeah, absolutely. They made the steal pay dividends instantly in the open floor.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Curry against Smith. And Curry, here we go. And good on the basket. Book it. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
Nobody near Irving. Another three for Cleveland. Just 4 seconds left to play in the first half. And we finished one half of basketball. Cavaliers lead by 6. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Take a look at what Curry's done. 10 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
Well, they might want to think about setting a few more screens for him to try to give him another open look or two.
LeBron and Thompson are up front. J.R. Smith out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Shumpert in the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Clock at 6. Thompson outside. Curry. Nice shot from the wing. Curry's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Warriors. Smith the pass to Irving. Cleveland gets it back. Here's Shumpert.
Wonderfully instinctive play right there. Sensed just where that rebound was going, and it becomes an easy 2 for him.
Well, Clark, maybe they've had too many easy buckets tonight.
Well, it's something that needs to change. I mean, they should not be getting all these easy dunks off offensive putbacks.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Irving with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. The drive by James. Got a piece of it. And LeBron asked who would be on his Mount Rushmore of NBA greats, Steve. He went with Larry. He went with Michael Jordan and Oscar Robertson.
Well, you got to feel like he probably can sort of associate himself with the Big O. The big body, the strength, the versatility. That's what Oscar was all about. That's what LeBron is all about. So nice to see LeBron's recognition of that era of the NBA.
Hard to argue with those selections. He also said he better be up there too, and I would agree with that.
Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Yes, Kevin, Cavaliers head coach David Blatt, unknown here in the United States, but he spent the last 2 decades establishing himself as the premier coach in Europe. Last season, he led Maccabi Tel Aviv to an upset EuroLeague title. One GM described the team as, quote, outgunned at every position except coach. Kevin, it's been his dream to coach in the NBA.
And he consider him a genius-level coach. Doris, thanks. Let's see how he does. And it's Green with the jam.
Well, he took that defender head on and threw down the two-hander power jam.
Straight power there, guys.
Well, you gotta love his determination.
Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Trailblazers.
It was an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it was on the road. No question, by the way, that it was their offense that carried them.
Steve, I love the way they attacked at every opportunity. They never were on their heels, and eventually that allowed them to pull away.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Some changes for Golden State. This is a good time to go to our 2K leaderboard and look at a few of the league's best defenders, small forwards leading their position in steals so far in the season's second half. LeBron James second.
You know, if you're an opposing small forward, this could also be called a list of the league's most annoying players because they will be in your jersey all night when you're up against them.
And they're not just good on-the-ball defenders. They'll torment the players they're not guarding. A lot of those steals are the result of passes he gets his hands on away from the ball. Boy, I tell you what, the D was way too soft right there, like Jell-O. You got to do better than that.
Clark, he's not the kind of guy you want to get in the way of.
No, exactly. I mean, he's a hard man to stop coming down the lane, but you've got to have good position before the play starts.
Spades with a screen on Irving. Lee, a screen on Smith. Lee, left side. LeBron kicks to Smith. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And it's a 4-point Cavalier lead.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Iguodala dishes to Rush. Back to Iguodala. Just 5 on the clock. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Andre Iguodala spent 8 seasons of his career in Philadelphia. Steve, a tough sports town. He said he felt wrongly criticized.
Well, at times people called him overpaid. They wanted more out of him in terms of being a star and a scorer. That's not really who he is. I mean, it's his all-around game that makes him special. His great defense, his ball handling, but not necessarily his scoring.
29 seconds left in the third. Here is Livingston, covered by Irving. And the slam dunk by Iguodala.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, you got that right, Kevin. He's such a reliable finisher.
The drive by James. Stolen away. 2 on the clock. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down to 2 on the bucket from Lee.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Yeah, it's one thing to create a...
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Cavaliers on top, up by 2. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Curry and Thompson, the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Barnes and Green, the forward tandem. And it's Bogut in at the 5.
Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, a lot of times he'll hit that shot regardless of the defense.
Boy, you got to love it. The picture-perfect alley-oop.
A little surprised, though, Clark. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
You know what?
For 2.
Yeah, but it almost makes it a little more special, Kevin. Just grace over power is the way I see it.
Nobody near Barnes. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Curry with the steal.
Looked to me like that pass was going to get through, and then bang, he was going the other way with it.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys, and all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one. Sean Marion with 15 years in the NBA, a very good 15 years, basically talked about retiring even though he was still playing well at the conclusion of last season. Although I guess he did have a change of heart.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
Absolutely. I mean, 6 lead changes here so far.
Steve, exciting stuff.
Yeah, I think this is a fun game to watch. Which team can kind of extend a lead and make a couple of big plays here, try to seize momentum. We'll see.
They get it back. Mozgov. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Harrison Barnes.
And Marion, a 4-time All-Star, one of the most athletic and versatile players in league history. Still an excellent role player, even after all these years.
Deflects the pass. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. It's stolen by Bogut. And now Iguodala running the floor all by himself. Can't hit from in close.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not. And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And it's Shumpert penetrating. Here's Mozgov. Count! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. Bogut. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. Spades checked in for Andrew Bogut. And Marion has made a good chunk of change over his career. Out of money. He said he wanted to walk away while he could still walk.
Yeah, well, he can't walk in his game, certainly could still walk and talk. An excellent defender, an energy player, a stat sheet stuffer. Quite pleased that he hasn't decided to hang him up yet.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. LeBron, he's checked in for Shumpert. Smith comes in for Sean Marion. And Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
Here's LeBron. Nails the 16-footer. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
Well, he's clearly feeling it, Clark, coming off that fantastic game last time out.
Iguodala's drive to the inside. Outside Curry. Shot clock at 6. Curry with another miss.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
You got that right. I mean, he'll do it from 3-point land or anywhere on the perimeter, really, because he is a deadly shooter. You've got to do a better job defensively.
Spades with a screen on Irving. It's Curry with the drive. And they'll keep possession. Back to Iguodala. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
You know, they built their lead here by doing all the little things well.
And one of those things has been rebounding, Clark, because they have really come out and taken control of the boards.
Here's LeBron. Off on the layup.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
That's a weapon that has been working for him. He's just been living out there behind the arc.
And, Steve, they need it now more than ever. This is a critical juncture in this game. Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Curry gets the bucket.
No question about it. Curry is on fire right now.
Now here's LeBron.